I have a simple but also crazy question. What if John Wick was an archer? You probably know who is John Wick, right? Action movies, lots of shooting, pretty hard action, very rough, very raw. So it's something that many people like. But the beginning of this little story is not about John Wick. It's about a person who is calling himself Matt Castle. It's a Danish soldier, and he called me and asked me, "Do you know what is IPSC shooting?" And I was like, yeah, it's some sort of action shooting with a pistol or with another firearm, and it's about fast moving and precise shooting. And it was, yes, and your running archery is based on running and shooting at the same time. What if you try just run to some point, there you stand, you shoot 1, 2, 3 arrows, and then you run to another position. And I was like, okay, it would be fine to try this one. And I remembered John Wick and the clip of Keanu Reeves, how he's trying and how he's practicing his skills for that movie. And that's basically the thing I would like to do in archery, but you know, I'm not able to shoot like I need like 1.5 seconds for one arrow, so it's much slower. But even though I wanted to try this, and you will see everything in this video. First of all, I try to place 4 different stations, 4 different shooting ranges. So I run short track, then I shoot 1, 2 arrows, then I run like few steps, and then I shoot again 1, 2 arrows, and like this. You can see it right now how it looks from normal camera, stationary camera, and then from a GoPro. This is something that's fine, but you know, it was not completely my style. So I try to make longer distances between targets. So I run like 20, 30, maybe sometimes 50 meters before I have another stop for shooting my 2 arrows. And it looks like this. Very exciting about this is how demanding it is. It's short range, then mid range, then short range, and then long range. And the long range I'm shooting at the moment when I have like 140, 150 heart rate. So I was a little exhausted, I was heavy breathing, and I needed to focus to shoot on the long range. And it's pretty exciting and pretty demanding. So if you want to push your boundaries, if you want to put yourself on another level, you need to try this one, definitely. And the third thing I wanted to try is to shoot while I walk into very small targets. In my case, it's water bottle. So I walk and shoot to 6 targets. As you see, I'm pretty successful. Of course, I'm much slower than John Wick with his machine guns and pistols. But I think that if John Wick was an archer, but in medieval times, and he was beating his enemies with swords and stuff like this, it would be pretty amazing to have these skills and be able to shoot like this and to fight like this. Because John Wick is lots about combination between fists and kicks and shooting and combining all the things together and very often he fights in small spaces. And the running archery is designed to be useful even in small spaces, because in my books, I'm also a book writer, sometimes my hero fights with bow and arrow even in very close range, in hand-to-hand combat. So they're like, you know, moving their bodies to not get hit by sword or an axe or something. And then if their enemy makes a mistake, like he swings the sword and he makes some part of his body uncovered, you know, he loads an arrow very quickly and shoots like from a few centimeters right into his chest or head or something. So it's very dynamic and it's very close to what John Wick does in his movies. Well, and what do you think? Would be archery like this useful in combat or not? Would archer have any chance to use this skill in normal hand-to-hand combat with swordsmen or in some specific situations, or it's completely nonsense and it would not work? I'm pretty much interested in your opinion, because I don't know, I'm not sure. I am not living in medieval times, I am not in the battles, I have no idea if I would have a chance or not. That's the question. So be, you know, creative, think about it, and let's find scenarios where running archery in combination with this IPSC and John Wick style would be working. Until then, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this video with your friends, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. And you know what? Keep on running.